All right, guys, this is something we're going to be debuting this season. Let me know if you like it down below in the comment section. So we've got Mitchell Robinson and Deuce McBride. To me, they were the stars of this game, and they showed why they deserve a ton of playing time this season. And here's why. So Mitch is just going to hand it up to Deuce. He reads the defense, understands that he's not fighting over this. So let me just shoot the ball. Deuce might be our best shooter on the team. Like, he's that good, which is crazy because when he first was drafted, that was his weakness. But just look how good of a play this is. It's just a wide open three, thanks to Mitchell Robinson. This is why he drew the start tonight, or rather today on our time, is because of his ability to set those screens. And Brunson drives to the basket, draws the defense, and this is an automatic bucket every single time the Knicks are down the floor. And here's why. Because Brunson, if you don't step up as a help defender, he's going to make the shot. If you do step up, well, that leaves Mitch wide open for a putback. And he threw this down, man. This was probably my favorite play of the game. Just love when Mitch just does a putback dunk like that, blocks a three ball from Tyrese Maxey in the corner and gets his own rebound. I mean, how many big men can do this? And this was a horrible shot. Don't get me wrong here. There was no reason at all to shoot it. But off of the offensive rebound, Oubre kicks it out to Maxey, and Maxey tries to rise up for three in the corner, and Mitch just gets a piece of it, gets the board, and let's push the pace. Now, sticking with the play, fighting on the boards, gives it to Dadier for the and one. Look at Mitch just to be able to poke this out to Dadier to keep the play alive. The Knicks have a second chance every time down the floor thanks to Mitchell Robinson, and the reason why I went with this play is because the Knicks actually ran a set here, which is cool. The first game of the preseason. Watch what happens. So Mitch comes up, catches the ball, and then he screens Maxey. And Oubre right here, he has to step up because obviously like 30 is a big man, so he's going to get beat. So Oubre steps up, and then all Dadier does is just catch and shoot. Like Mitch has the IQ to realize that Dadier is going to come up and get this, and then he shoots. He does miss it, but still, I mean, if you're getting looks like that, you'll take that any single time. And that's typically OG on an Obi. Dadier started tonight because of the injury. OG is going to make that shot probably half the time. And now we've got Dadier. Once again, I can't show for copyright reasoning, but Dadier gets wide open off of a cat dime. He misses it again, but Mitch keeps it alive. You can see he fights through it, and then Bridges pokes it out to Mitch, and he goes up and gets fouled. Mitch would make one of the two free throws, which we'll kind of take to this point. If you can just give us one of two, I mean, he's going to be perfectly fine. You're getting at least a point down the floor. And Mitch just, again, guys, running. I mean, this is so awesome to see is Mitch getting down the floor. And Yabusele, I thought he had a pretty solid game. He gets blocked off the backboard, but Mitch just cleans it up. Good job by a 7-footer to get down there and to beat even the guards, which is crazy. Brunson, amazing pass, and Mitch, that's nothing you can do but foul him to that point. If that had been a playoff game, that's probably a foul and just forced him to go to the free throw line. And now we've got our first look at Deuce McBride. This was his first shot of the game. He made his first 2 threes. Look at this. Just between the dribbles, rise up. If you're not going to contest me, I'm going to shoot that shot every single time. This was the play down after. Yeah, where's the... Oh, yeah, I already showed it, right? Yeah, so this was Deuce's second shot of the game right here that we showed at the beginning. As he just rises up and knocks that down. Deuce made his first 3 shots now that I think about it because he ended up having this between the legs dribble play, but then he also had this move. I don't know if I've seen Deuce do this that often where he sort of pivots, fakes, and then that Kobe Bryant fadeaway. I mean, he's done it before, but it looks like he's been working on that. If Deuce has a post game, I mean, he's going to have to play a lot more. I mean, because he already can shoot and defend. He's really probably our best on-ball defender. I'd say he's even a better on-ball defender than Mikal. Like, Deuce is so good, just point of attack defender. Deuce impressed me. I'm probably overreacting to a preseason game, but Mitchell Robinson looked like a man possessed, and Deuce McBride looks so freaking good, man. I mean, I'm so hyped for the season. I can't wait for the next game. Overall in the game, Mitchell Robinson played 18 minutes and had 16 rebounds and 7 points. Just unreal how good of a rebounder Mitch is. Now, if Joel Embiid had been playing, probably a different story. I don't know if he would have had that many. But there's certain matchups that Mitch is going to be able to exploit and just be flat out unstoppable. Deuce ends up playing the most minutes of the guys that are expected to be a part of the rotation. 5 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 5 rebounds. 5 fouls isn't exactly ideal, but it just goes to show that Deuce is playing a lot of defense, being a little too aggressive, which I don't mind in the preseason. If you're going to foul somebody, do it then and not in the regular season. 12 points, though. I mean, obviously, those don't show the full story. I mean, like plus and minus, I can actually toggle that. All right, I'm recording the game on my iPad, so I can go back and watch it later, well, after the Yankees game. But Deuce was a plus 11, no surprise there. Mitchell Robinson was a plus 5. Both of those guys were just flat out unstoppable in this game on both sides of the floor, and I like what I saw. And it would be cool to see Deuce and Mitch start next to each other because I think that would be super effective. But obviously, that's not realistic because OG and McHale have to both play, and they should be playing. I mean, just goes to show the Knicks have a lot of depth. You can never complain with that. And there's going to be a ton of times where I'm sure Mitch and Deuce do play together, especially in the playoffs, and they're going to have to go out there and get it done. In terms of the rest of the starters, Jalen Brunson had 6 points on 2 of 8. I mean, I'm not worried about Brunson in the slightest. It's the first game. There's not really much to say. I mean, I thought Brunson just kind of missed a couple of shots he normally takes, and it's going to take him more time than others just to sort of get into the rhythm because he was playing a much different style of play with Tibbs. I mean, the Knicks are actually running an offense now, so he'll be all right. Karl-Anthony Towns, 2 of 4, had 5 rebounds and 11 points. A very quiet 11 points for Cat. He just got it so easy. I mean, if we're being real, that and one he had was awesome. 8 free throws. You love to see Cat being aggressive. He only took 1 3, that pull-up, of course, in transition. I don't really want to see Cat shoot the ball as much as I'm sure other people do. I like when Cat just puts his heads down and goes to the basket because once he does that, then the 3 balls will come. I mean, if Cat is doing that, I mean, how the hell do you even guard him? You're going to have to basically force him to shoot, and good luck with that. So I love when Cat does that, man. I thought a lot of times he kind of settled for jumpers. There's just no reason because, like, who's stopping Cat going downhill in this league? Like, there's literally no one. Mikal Bridges was 4 of 10, did hit 2 threes in a row, finishes 2 of 5 from 3. Plus 11. Yeah, I mean, Mikal is like 4 of 10 is 40%, which is below league average. But that's just if you watch the box score. If you actually saw this game, you would have known that Mikal was awesome, and he did a lot more good than he did bad. And it just seems like he has a different mentality this season, a different mindset. I think the extension is really going to bring out the best in him, similar to what it did with Brunson. I'm excited about year 2 of Mikal as a Knick. Yabusele, 12 minutes, plus 4. I mean, I thought Yabusele was pretty good. He took 3 threes, which we know he's going to shoot a lot of those. Who else I want to talk about? Andrew Shamet, 17 minutes. Tyler Kolek is out there right now. Yeah, Kolek had a nice pass to Garrison Matthews. The third string is in right now. It's 88-71 with 4:28. I'm currently finishing up the game. Something that I'm going to install more this season, which some people might like, some people might hate, and that's going to be I'm going to post film. I don't know if I'm going to do this like every single game, but I want to post film like right as the game ends. So that way you guys can kind of check out the video. And then I know Knicks Fan TV streams after every game. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do is to get out things quickly, but I still want to keep it very, very like high level quality, which is why you guys saw the tape and things like that. Malcolm Brogdon, 12 minutes, plus 6, couple of assists. Now, Brogdon, he might not be the player he was when he was a 6 man of the year with Boston, but he's just a smart veteran. Very, very efficient player, and the Knicks just haven't had a guy like him off of their bench in the Brunson era, even in the Tibbs era. I mean, they've had like Emmanuel quickly, but Brogdon, he's been playing the game for a while, and I think that's really going to help some of these younger guys out. And Jordan Clarkson, I haven't talked about him. I don't know why I didn't talk about Jordan Clarkson. He was 4 of 9. I'm surprised, honestly, Clarkson was even 4 of 9 because it felt like he was like 4 of like 15. He missed a lot of shots. But again, I compared him to J.R. Smith back in 2012, 2013. Clarkson gets to a spot and he just is able to score. He just scores. He's not always going to be the most efficient, but he's an amazing shot creator. And it's the same thing with Malcolm Brogdon. As the Knicks they haven't had these types of players off of their bench. And I think the bench is going to be a huge strength versus last season with Tibbs being a huge weakness. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think the weakness was necessarily the lack of talent. It was the lack of involvement. The Knicks just didn't use their bench. So now they've got a couple of guys they like a lot, and I think the Knicks are going to be up big in many games. So we're going to see the bench a ton. We're going to see the third stringers a ton, and it's going to be fun. The Knicks did not shoot the 3-ball well in the first half, but they erupted in the third quarter. It was led by Garrison Matthews. A lot of guys are making cases to make the roster. I mean, we know for certain that Malcolm Brogdon's going to make the roster. Landry Shaman's going to come down to their thoughts on Pacome Dadier. With Dadier starting, it definitely shows how much they have faith in him to sort of insert him into there. I mean, who knows? Maybe it was for his trade value. I'm sure they like him, but there's been multiple reports that the Knicks plan on keeping 2 veterans. It doesn't mean it will be Shamet, but it's expected to be Shamet. But I loved what I saw, honestly, out of Garrison Matthews. I mean, he just shoots the lights out of the basketball. I remember covering him in Houston. He's such a dynamic player. Comes in, hits 3 threes in a row, 9 points in 10 minutes. You know how rare it is to see a guy come in 10 minutes and score 9 points? Like, that's like Matt Ryan was a pretty good shooter as well, but I think Garrison Matthews is honestly just a better overall shooter.